What's up, everybody? This is the Raw Truth coming at you with a brand new video. And in this video, you know, it there's this Metro newspaper I get a lot of info from, and it's taken from Thursday, April 14th, 2016. April 14th, 2016. And in this newspaper, an article struck my mind, and it's like these people is putting it in your faces, and I love it when people put things out and write things out, and it backs up everything that I've been saying, and a whole lot of things of what black men are have been saying. And we always hear from our own women how we need to man up and be men, and we always hear folks talking about, uh, well, I was poor, and all you have to do is pull yourself up by your own bootstraps, and everything will be okay. Other people of other nations have said that, and every time they will say things like that, it just gets me angry. Whenever our woman, who's supposed to be sympathizing and having a great deal of empathy towards us black men, how they will sit up there and tell us to man up and be men and do all kinds of things and stuff like that, knowing that even though we're doing all right, all the odds, the deck is stacked against us. Us being a black man, and when it comes to jobs or getting great jobs and stuff like that, it's like the casino. The casino, the house always win. It may, deal out some winnings and stuff like that for people from time to time, but majority of the time the house is going to win, and we know that shit. That's why a lot of motherfuckers be like, okay, I want to think of a scam to try to beat the casino. And everybody wants to have the goal of beating casinos, because once they realize how to beat a casino, they'll either card count or whatsoever. I remember watching documentaries of people going to casino and having this special tool that they can stick up there that will zap a flush or something like that on the machine, and have the machine pay out money and stuff like that. And they were doing that because they wanted to hit it big on the casino, but they kept losing money, so they put out all this kind of shit, and got real, computer savvy and stuff like that to actually hack, these slot machines so they can get money. Because when you're always at a fucking disadvantage, you do shit to try to gain an advantage, because that whatever you're going to get yourself into, you're going to be at a fucking disadvantage. And people just want to either even the playing field or just outright win. Well, it starts off, I take that back. It starts off evening the playing field. And once they realize that they can do that, then they start to do what? Begin to be better than a house. That's why when you look at a lot of these big companies, when it comes to helping them with security problems, a lot of people who've hacked them actually wind up working for them so they could protect them against hacks who they once were. And this article that's in the Metro newspaper is titled, are you ready for this? White privilege, white privilege under microscope at conference in Philly. I always knew that there was always white privilege, because when you look at the great neighborhoods, you can always see, you know, you can always see the difference between neighborhoods when it comes to the urban neighborhoods, which is mostly whites. You know what I'm saying? You know, a bunch of salt, you know, with a few sprinkles of pepper. If you catch my drift, you know, I'll break it down to folks who don't understand. You know, we always call them white people, and we're black people. The bunch of salt represents the white people because salt is white, and the few peppers represents the black people. So we've seen a bunch of salt mixed with just a few black peppers. And when you see the community, their community versus our community, you will always know that you're in a fucking ghetto. You'll see a whole bunch of fucking trash in the streets. You'll see a whole bunch of fucking abandoned houses. You'll see a whole bunch of decapitated houses. Houses that are, you'll see the city come out there, or LNI, and actually shut these abandoned homes down that some people have broken in and used for squatters. You'll see a bunch of stray animals running around and shit like that. You'll see fucking crime out the fucking wazoo. You know, when you come into the ghetto, you see, you know, graffiti every fucking where and shit like that. You see, you know, you will smell alleys that are nothing but piss smell and shit like that. You live in houses or even the projects where you see it littered with trash and stuff, and they could build the brand new projects, and within a few years, you know, you start seeing projects and shit being run down and shit. You know, you see a bunch of lawns that need cut that ain't fucking cut. You see, you know, you're seeing actually sidewalks being used as garbage cans. You see motherfuckers who too fucking lazy and shit. The garbage can will be like maybe 15 paces down, and they just throw shit on the ground and shit like that. You see a whole bunch of mom and pop stores like crazy, mainly the Chinese stores, seeing all kinds of shit in the ghetto. But when you go to the urban neighborhood, you don't see that much shit. But when you go to the elite neighborhoods, you know, I've never been to the elite neighborhood, but you know, they got people cleaning their streets. They make sure that they shit, you know, is tight and shit like that. And folks, and one thing that kills me, you know, that I get fucking irritated with is when people want to talk that we even shit, or we equal. No, we have equal rights, but we don't have no fucking equal rights to leave the ghetto whenever the fuck we want to leave the ghetto, to escape the gangs and everything like that. But you know what I'm saying? A lot of these urban areas and stuff, they may make the product, but the people in the ghetto rate robbing still over the product that they making. And so when I seen this paper talking about white privilege is under a microscope, you know, it been under the microscope. We already know that those who really is smart and educated and ain't a fucking coon. We all know that there's fucking white privilege everywhere. We know that, but and you know who reminds us so much that there's white privilege every fucking where? Yes, the black and Hispanic women. Y'all remind us so much of how we black men ain't got no fucking power, how the white man got all the power, and brag about the white man all the fucking times and shit like that. So we know offhands that, hey, there's white privilege everywhere. That's why y'all had the TV show Scandal like crazy. You know who was ranked number one. That's why whenever y'all have TV shows, the white man's always seen as a hero and stuff like that. So white privilege is everywhere. It's there in Hollywood. All the superheroes are fucking white people. You know, white people, they got to be the Jews. They got to be the Israelites. They got to be Jesus Christ. They got to be the Egyptians. They're playing every single role. So if anybody tell me that white privilege don't exist, fuck you, motherfucker. You're blind as shit. You're a damn liar. You're in denial and shit like that. So we know that white privilege exists. Just on the things that I explained in itself, we know it fucking exists. Black people, black men may commit less crimes than white men, but the white men will get off like crazy, and get a better shake of the deal, because if the black man and the white man got charged equally and it's even Stevens, then we will have 2 times more white men in prison than there will be black and Hispanic men. Because let me remind your fucking asses, white people commit way more crimes than a black man, contrary to popular beliefs. Understand that, black woman. You love the white man so much, but he's the one who commit the most crimes than we. Well, you commit crimes just like him, though. So when this article was like white privilege under microscope at conference in Philadelphia, it cracked me up when I seen that. It's like, duh, tell me something I don't fucking know. Tell me something I don't fucking know. As a child growing up, and when I'm watching TV and I'm watching the cartoons, what color are mainly the characters? Yeah, they may gave us Fat Albert, but Fat Albert got the one talk about eeby dabba deeby deeby dopey, and hey, got a big fat motherfucker and they traveling in a van. In a fucking van. When it comes to white privilege, they rule in cartoons, all the TV shows showing a white man being the smart one, and the only smart ones that we have is a fucking gangster or the faggot gay man. You know what I'm saying? And it's like we get the shitty ass motherfuckers, so the white man can have us look up to them, the gangsters and stuff. But when it comes to them, they're the superheroes. They're saving the world. They're saving the planet from space attack and shit like that. They're Star Wars. They may have Return of the Jedi, and they may have one black person there that's only a fucking token, but who's the one barking orders? When you look at NCIS, they'll say Agent Denoto, whatever the hell he is, he's a cocky motherfucker who always gets shit done right. Jack Bauer, you know what I'm saying? You look at that, and you got Elliot Stabler and Law and Order SUV, and every single show you look at, we always have somebody fucking white who's just saving the fucking day or saving the fucking night or going undercover and breaking things up and just coming out on top every fucking time. You know what I'm saying? So whenever we think about white privilege, I could go on and on and on to the break of dawn talking about white privilege. So what the fuck you mean, Philly, that white privilege is under a microscope? Huh? What the fuck? Like this is something brand new as shit. Like this is something that just came out and we didn't even fucking know. And the thing about it, when it comes to white privilege, they're the only one who is privileged because they run their own kingdom. So they're going to have their self privileged. You know what I'm saying? They're going to be privileged about everything. Who was the predominantly boss in these jobs? The white man. Every time you turn around, the white man has had himself in leadership. But, look at this fucked up economy, though. You know what I'm saying? He's powerful, but not that powerful. You know what I'm saying? And we always know that, too, when you look at gangster movies or stuff like that, or even in the fucking street. And then the cops come, who is that? Who do we call them? What do we call them? Oh, the man. Oh, the man's after me. Oh, 5-0. You always talking about who? The white man. You know what I'm saying? So, white privilege is every fucking where. It's just like people just want to be in fucking denial. The only ones who are not in denial is a black and Hispanic woman. Like I said, they constantly remind us every single fucking day. I'm coming back with part two because I want to get in this fucking article and break this shit down.